Yo, what up, YouTube? What up, boxing fans? I gotta recommend something for you guys to read. This is a Thomas Hauser article. And if you don't know Thomas Hauser, he exposed HBO's basically their lack of knowledge in terms of matchmaking and boxing a few years ago. And now he's back with a series on GoldenBoy Promotions and how they just might have USADA in their back pocket for performance-enhancing drug testing in terms of their policies. Apparently, they have their own set of rules for boxing, and this really goes into the debacle that was Danny Garcia versus Eric Morales. I'd recommend everyone to go up to maxboxing.com and check out Thomas Hauser's two articles called the PED mess. Pretty much, what we were told about the whole Danny Garcia Eric Morales thing was a farce. Morales did not just test positive twice, but for the A sample, there's two samples in the A sample, and the B sample, there's two samples in the B sample. Richard Schaefer's justification was, he was tested positive once, Morales tested positive, but then he said, USADA needed to test a second sample, but they needed more time, and they had to do it until the fight was over. USADA was testing it after the fight because there wasn't enough time. Well, unknown to Schaefer, which was actually, right out in the public, Eric Morales tested positive 4 times. Both his A sample and B sample from October 3rd and October 10th had tested positive for clenbuterol. That's 4 positive tests, and this did not hit the media, and it was only this one random site. It was Hailstorm Sports that reported on it October 18th, 2012, when 4 positive tests were confirmed by USADA, who only told GoldenBoy. USADA did not forward the information to the New York State Athletic Commission, and GoldenBoy did not forward that information to the New York State Athletic Commission. Additionally, back when Berto tested positive for a banned substance from VADA, GoldenBoy did not forward that information to Lou Diabella, his promoter. I say this because Richard Schaefer was the one, GoldenBoy CEO, the one that ripped Dr. Margaret Goodman and VADA, the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency, for not notifying them in time for the whole Lamont Peterson positive tests, when actually Lamont Peterson really delayed on that whole a second B sample test, which also came back positive, and he failed to notify GoldenBoy as well. So, in terms of the legalities, VADA did not cross any contractual, agreement, because these are medical tests and there's confidentiality associated with it. And basically, VADA put in the process to reveal Lamont Peterson's positive test, but GoldenBoy had not gotten Lamont Peterson's signature, which essentially would have given the okay for VADA to share the test results of the A and B sample to GoldenBoy. But Richard Schaefer got all pissed off, and it's clear he got really pissed off because he could not salvage the fight, and they lost millions for the Amir Khan Lamont Peterson rematch. Much was the same with the Victor Ortiz Andre Burrow rematch. You know, Burrow tests positive and they end up canceling the fight. They lose millions again. So they go in on VADA. They say, you know, we're not working with you anymore, and they switch to USADA. And USADA has done some very shaky shit with their drug testing. You know, as I said, Eric Morales tested positive 4 times, and he does not get suspended based on his bullshit excuse that he ate some contaminated meat. Are you kidding me? And the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the New York State Athletic Commission, does not suspend and lets the fight continue. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.